Welcome back to the For All podcast. Our special guest is Mackenzie Overton of OCC Roadhouse, which OCC stands for?
Orange County Choppers.
Orange County Choppers. How close is OCC and SPCA Tampa Bay for those folks listening and watching right now?
10-15 minutes. We're right up there off 49th, so it's not far at all. Maybe 10-15 minutes tops.
And how did we get to know each other? Because we've started these pet adoption Sundays.
Yes.
And they are very successful thus far.
So far, so good. So we, Paul is very into the animal world. He rescues. He actually is the vice president of SPCA Hudson Valley up in New York. Yeah, so he's very into the animal thing and all that. So we just kind of said, let's kind of piggyback off of it. I love animals. You love animals. Let's try and do something fun once a month. So the first Sunday of every month, we have the dogs come out and the animals come out. We do an adoption. We got tons of vendors out there and it all kind of just fell into place. We contacted you guys and we're like, hey, are you guys interested? And you guys were like, absolutely. So we're perfect.
And they have a great facility as well. I mean, if you go on the website, you can view all the food and everything. Talk a little bit about the venue itself if you're not there for Pet Adoption Sunday.
So it's a restaurant. Obviously, it's a great restaurant. We have really good food. And then we have a huge pavilion out in the back. So it's actually a big covered pavilion. We've got the big ass fans in there that go through. So it keeps it cool. Live music. We've got 2 stages, a little stage and a big stage, a big bar that connects to the inside bar. So, I mean, it's a great venue. It really is. We got a ton of space, a lot of space to do a lot of different things. And we were kind of like, let's take advantage of it. We have the pavilion. The dogs aren't going to get too hot and let's kind of see what we can do. And it worked.
How many dogs would you say people bring out on their own pets?
Oh God. Well, for the adoption days, we get tons of them. Almost everybody that comes brings their pet, but even not on adoption day, we allow pets outside. So they'll sit at the bar with their pets. We have a guy who brings his bird in all the time, Mike and Spike. So they come in all the time. We have
what kind of birds?
He's a macaw. He's a macaw.
Okay.
Yep. So he's a blue macaw, or I think he's a rainbow
Do they
macaw.
talk?
He does a little bit. Yeah, he's not as yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He sits on the guy's shoulder and just chills at the bar. It's so funny. We have another dog who comes in all the time. His name is Bane. He's kind of like our mascot dog. He comes in all the time. He knows where the treat counter is. So he comes up to the counter and he sits there and waits for his treats from the girls. Everyone loves him, knows who he is.
So you said mascot, but does OCC, the Roadhouse there, have their own pets that are the non-mascots?
We don't. No, we don't have any like house pets or anything like that. I wish we did. That would be awesome. But no, we don't. That would be cool if we did though.
And you were telling me an interesting story about your own pet, I guess, before we started.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. He was my pet.
Well, first of all, I want to clarify, anytime somebody's on the program and I talk with people about our podcast, they're like, ask the people more about their pets and everything. I'm like, I do, but sometimes people don't have pets.
Right.
And sometimes they do, and you kind of do and don't.
Yeah, so I have a cat. I have had I don't know what you want to call it, a cat, and he lived with me, but I live in a pretty small apartment and I'm not home very much. I work all the time. So we got out one day and the neighbor found him. He went over to the neighbor's house and kind of readopted him from me because the neighbor is this old guy. He's retired and he lives there and he just leaves the door cracked open all day long. So he goes in and out as he pleases. And with me, he was on like a feeding schedule. Like I fed him 3 times a day and that was that. Well, with Ron, he gets to just eat all day long. Ron just leaves food in the bowl for him. So he's put on about 10 pounds and he just chills at Ron's. I can go over there and he'll be like chilling outside sometimes. I walk
now the
up,
cat's like him. Garfield.
Yeah, he just does his own thing. And I'm like, okay, I can't even be mad about it. You're living your best life over there. So, and I can go visit you when I want. So I guess it is what it is.
And Mackenzie said earlier, before we started doing the live podcast stuff, I need a new pet. And I'm like, well,
I'm in the right place. So it works. Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, maybe I'll just find a new kitten.
We still have about, lately, since the summer started, 140, around 150 plus. But
so I have plenty of options.
The latest livestock promotion, Pocket Pets, really helped us because we had almost 100 adoptions.
Oh, that's
week.
Awesome. That's incredible.
But when you I want to get back and refocus now to the Roadhouse. When you have these pet adoption Sundays, about how many folks are coming out compared to any other events that you have?
So we have about 35, 40 vendors that are pretty consistently coming out. And then I would say, God, at least a couple hundred, maybe close to 1,000. So we've only done it twice. And I would say every time we've had at least probably 500-600 people out there. So it's been a pretty good turnout.
So being here in the Clearwater, Tampa Bay area, where else is the OCC Roadhouse? Is there an expansion or?
No, right now we're the only one. Yeah, we're the only one in the area. And I don't know if anything is going, if there will be another one, but as of right now, this is it.
And they're every first Sunday?
Yeah, so Pet Adoption Sunday is every first Sunday of the month.
Free, but bring your appetite.
Free, bring your appetite, bring your pets, bring your good times.
Not just dogs.
Anything,
but
yeah.
birds.
So we had the first month out there. We had a big like reptile thing out there. So she was, it was an information booth, so you couldn't adopt them or anything. But she had a bunch of cool things out there, a bunch of reptiles, bearded dragons, things like that.
Now I know for us at SPCA Tampa Bay, we do not bring our animals because we are so close to you. I mean, if you go on our website while you're there and talking with our marketing and/or development team, you can just mosey right on over here.
Right. And it's perfect because your people are there so they can ask questions. They can figure out, they can get any information they want on animals. And then all they have to do is pop on over here and meet them and I guess finish out the paperwork and call it a day.
But you also help us with fundraising because you have raffles, contests. Can you talk a little bit about
so we're doing raffles every single week. We do a yappy hour. So our proceeds from the drinks that we sell through the yappy hour, we give to you guys. So what we do with the yappy hours is the drinks match the dog treat. So if you buy a drink, you get a treat for your dog. So
that's the one thing missing from this. We should have had some drinks.
Right?
You're talking Roadhouse.
Right now we're getting hungry. We're getting thirsty.
Any favorite food?
Oh, I love our pizza.
That people should try.
I love our pizza. All of them are really, really good. They're like flatbreads. They're amazing. And I love our beet salad. Our beet salad's amazing.
And if they're not coming to Pet Adoption Sundays, when else can they head out to the Roadhouse to see
any day of the week? So Mondays we don't have entertainment, and Tuesdays we don't have entertainment. Wednesdays we do line dancing, and then the rest of the week is we do line dancing on Wednesdays. Yeah, so we have a band and
people still do line dancing?
I know, I didn't think so either, but they do. They come out and there's a lot of them, like a couple hundred.
Is it still like the old Western bars where they'd show the line dancing?
Yeah, it's like I guess a
Not
little bit of everything,
music.
But a lot of it is like that older line dancing, from back in the day. But yeah, it's super fun. And then Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, there's always live music.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for those wondering, when she said the line dancing, I did the look. It was not the look like, ooh, I love doing that. Like, there's still such a thing.
You're not going to come out on Wednesdays and line dance?
Well, you see it in all these older
You do,
movies.
I know.
Like, I remember doing that.
And I'm like, oh, okay, like line dancing, cool. But it has a huge turnout. There are a lot of people that still love to line dance.
Anything else, Mackenzie, to share about Orange County Choppers, the Roadhouse?
That's it. Come out. We have great entertainment. We have a bunch of local and not local bands that come out and play. We have really great live music. I will say that. Great food. I love all the things on the menu. We got a little retail shop in the front. You can come get all your fun attire and everything, and then come out to Pet Adoption Sunday. Bring your fur babies out and bring them out all the time, not just on Pet Adoption Sunday.
And it's an easy Google search to find out more information on the website.
Yeah, we're about 10 minutes from here up on 49th. We actually share a parking lot with Burt's Barracuda Harley Davidson. So if you know where that is, we're right there.
Check out the bikes.
Right. Hit the bikes right.
And the museum.
It's a one-stop shop. Get it all.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Being here.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Thank
you for having
Adoption
us.
Sundays.
Yeah, we're super excited. Thank you for working with us and doing it with us. It's turned out great so far.
All right. When we come back, we're going to meet our new hospital manager, Holly McKay. Stay with us. Fist bump.